Holy Mackinac. What a conjoined Siamese kind of creation is this. I don't know how to word this. I got everything to work. There were some sketchy moments where I prayed to Jesus. Even though I'm not religious, I prayed to Jesus, asking him not to kill me when I was changing out the top of that strut tower. But I got Lumina parts in a Camry. I got ball joints done. I got axles in. I got tie rods all in. So tie rod is Camry. Lower ball joint that bolts to the control arm is Camry. Lumina ball joint through it. Half of the Lumina lower control arm inside this ball joint housing. Last thing is brakes. Top of strut tower is actually Camry. As you can see, it's Camry. Just had to do a little bit of modifications. Yeah, this was a massive job, and I have to do it again. Why do I have to do it again? Because there's two sides. Oh, what a cluster. Look at the mess I've made. There is so much stuff on the ground, and my spring compressors got shot almost through that wall. But my God, it's done. And they're like straight up and down. And I can bolt a tire to that now. I can't believe this. I really cannot believe it. Oh, I almost forgot my lighter. So, there is a lot of modifications that you have to do to make sure that you can put this into here. Everything from ball joint to control arm to tie rods to top of strut towers, pretty much everything. I guess I'm gonna have to show you guys what I had to do because I know you guys all want to know what I did. But I am super proud of this. I feel like a father when his kid's taking his first step. Now, I don't have any children, but that's how accomplished I feel right now. The only thing I don't like is how far it sticks out. But I think that's pretty close to Camry. I think it's a little bit farther out than Camry, but I'll have to figure that out. But let me do a little bit of a cleanup and get all this junk out of the way that I don't need. I even brought in the Lumina steering rack to try to see what I could do for tie rods, but don't worry, I figured it out. And I decided to use Camry steering rack and Camry tie rods because I don't have a whole heck of a lot of Lumina parts, but I do have a whole heck of a lot of Camry parts. So why use something I don't have a whole bunch of parts for? That can go in the trash. You're a V6. I don't want to keep you around because then I'll mistakenly put you in a 4-cylinder and then get upset because I put the wrong one in. So anyway, you're going to go in the trash. You are going to go in the trash. You, trash. You, steel disc pile. You, trash. I'm going to keep that. You, I'm going to keep you too because I have to modify you. But let's get going at this. So we have the top hat to the Toyota Camry strut. So one of the first things we have to do is cut the top hat off because we have to stick a 24 mil down in here and there's no way to get a 24 mil. If I had a bigger drill bit, sorry. If I had a bigger drill bit, I could maybe drill that out, but I don't have a drill bit that's about 2 inches big. So what I do is I cut the whole top hat off and then I drill out the center section to about a 5/8 because I do have a 5/8 drill bit. So we're going to cut off the top, drill it out to fit the Lumina strut. that scares the snot out of me. And for most of you derby drivers, you know what I'm talking about. We're going to take apart the springs on this. And it would be really nice if I had a good spring compressor, but people want outrageous amounts for those things. So I'm just going to try this. I did this on the last one, and I did pray that I didn't die. There we go. That's what I wanted. Like I said, everything about this scares me. Any of you guys that compressed your own springs and had to go bad, you understand why. Okay, so that one's kind of on there. Now I need the other one and a new socket, because I don't think I'm going to get that socket off there. Ugh. My tools are all over the place to the point where I don't know where there's too much stuff right now. So, why I'm doing that is to make it so I can get my compressor in there and not get kicked out by the bottom of the spring. I'm going to compress these as much as I can, even though it's scaring the shit out of me. Okay, a little bit more here, compressing. So I've pretty much got these things maxed right out. I know there's still a lot of compression on these though. Oh, she's starting to kick on me. Okay, so now we're going to undo the top of this, and it's pretty much going to shoot it across the floor, even though I have as much pressure on these as I can. Oh, this strut is bent. That's just scaring the shit out of me. There we go. Got it apart. How bad is this thing bent? It's bent, but it's not bent that bad. These bend in such a different way than Camrys. I think that's okay. It's such a small tweak, it's not that bad. So, let's take this spring completely apart and we'll go by piece how to build this. That is scaring the crap out of me though. So I did it, but I didn't want to film it because I could just imagine what you guys would say down in the comments. Needless to say, it is sketchy, me doing this. I don't have the proper tools. I have my 1999 Canadian Tire spring compressors, and I have a $75 quarter-ton ratchet. But hey, it's done! What else more could you want out of it? But there's still lots of things that we have to do to this. For example, we got to take out the lower ball joint, we got to take out the tie rod, we got to grind all this down in here to get the Camry ball joint to fit. Then we got to cut a whole bunch of stuff out of the bottom of that. So, but let's keep going on this. It's getting hot in here. The fire's going good. But that was a lot of work, and the problem with it is it's just scary. It's honestly very scary. But we got her done. Let's move on to the next step.